No, those are not people late for their flight. That's a massive mob that broke into a riot in Russia when people heard a plane from Tel Aviv would land. The people you see running there wanted to go kill the Jews on board the plane. And you could see them break through much of the airport security. At least one of the planes from Israel was diverted. It's not hard to imagine that kind of violence coming to America, especially when you listen to the mobs on our college campuses, coast to coast.
We don't want Israel to exist. We don't want these Zionist counter-protesters to exist.
We don't want Israel to exist. That was an anti-Israel protest at the University of Washington calling for the destruction of Israel and presumably the killing of everybody in it. Hamas supporters, of course, stormed the Cooper Union College in New York, forcing a group of Jewish kids to shelter in the library for 40 minutes before police were able to escort them to safety. Then there were the threats over the weekend at Cornell. The Jewish center there is still under guard. Posts were made online threatening to shoot and kill Jewish students. Join me now, Anna Tambini. Hamas supporters around the world love tearing down her posters of the hostages in Gaza. She's an Israeli living in San Francisco and head of the Let the World Know campaign that created all of these posters. I'm wondering just specifically about the posters. We'll get to the bigger issues in a minute. But what about saying these people are being held hostage, which is something that is universally viewed as bad, is so offensive to people that they feel the need to tear them down? What does that say?
So I believe that it's purely anti-Semitic, tearing these posters down. And the reason is that, as you can see, these posters aren't political. There's nothing in here. You cannot find the Israel flag in here. All you can see is photos of the babies, the families taken as hostages, and their names and the story. So people who feel so comfortable tearing this down, it's only because this is the truth. This is fact. It's not politics. It's not my opinion. This happened. And the only thing that these posters do is to expose those with the vicious moral compass. That's the only reason.
You just said something I thought was interesting. You said the only way to view it is anti-Semitic. And I wrestle with that word, even as someone who's Jewish, because back in the day in America, people, if you said you didn't like a bagel, people would toss it around as anti-Semitic and that. I'm wondering if this is something, this is a higher bar than just anti-Semitism. This is pro-terrorism. This is Nazism. This is a completely different level of hatred towards Jews.
Yes, definitely. We feel like there's been a deterioration of anti-Semitism, and we can feel it everywhere in the world. So it starts with tearing our posters down, with violent mobs on Russia who try to lynch Jewish planes who just arrived there. We can see it in doors across Europe who are being signed with Star David, and there's violence everywhere. And it's all in the root of it, it's anti-Semitism, because it can bring to pro-terror, and it's all in disguise as anti-Semitism. There's no other word for it.
Yeah, I hear you. I want to play for you some video out of New York where there was a man ripping your posters down and then somebody else, not a Jewish person or people, confronting him. Take a listen.
Then don't rip that down. You are doing something. You're offending us, motherfucker. Yeah, you are. When you throw that on the floor, you're littering the city. In a minute, I'm going to litter the fucking floor with you.
I don't know. I kind of love that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. This is the way things should go.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Look, the only thing you need for evil to triumph is for good people to do nothing. And when good people stand up, evil walks away, oftentimes. You're in college, as I understand it, over here. And I want to understand this. So much of what we're seeing is coming from college campuses. And you saw a letter from a Columbia University professor, who dozens of professors signed on to this, talking about how the events of October 7th, Hamas's attack, was a quote-unquote military action. There were other offensive things in the letter as well. You can see the Professor Frankie up there. Why do you think on America's college campuses with young Americans this is so prevalent versus older Americans who still have an enormous amount of support for Israel and against Hamas?
So you're asking me something that I cannot answer about really because, I mean, I'm an Israeli. This is something that the American citizens should give their voice. What is happening here? What is happening in America? I wish I had an answer to that, really.
You know, that may be the most honest answer I have ever gotten in 2.5 years of doing this program. It says an awful lot, Anna. Thank you very much, and thank you for what you're doing. You're right; those posters aren't political. They just remind us of the people who are indeed
Those are just
trapped.
people.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.